All right, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first off, we're going to turn to the east, give all honor, glory, and infinite worship to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Pakudah. We give double honor to our apostles, elders, and bishops, great millstone, who were well, and who are the true leaders of the nation of Israel. And we also say peace and blessings to the Lord's elect. All right. All right, this is Great Millstone Cleveland. Come back at you again. Week in and week out, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is also known as America according to the Holy Scriptures. All right, and this is the job of a prophet, man. Our job is to warn the people, okay, give the nations their judgment, and also to foretell what the Lord has prepared for what's to come. Okay? Oh, you want to open up with that?
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
You see, this is all for the elect's sake, man. All right, and we're going to be going through some difficult times as we continue onward in Esau's system, man, and his downfall of his system. Okay, and the things that are coming, okay, it's going to be a lot harder than what it was before, man. You thought CV19 was hard. Wait until you're not able to go outside of your house, man. Okay, these lockdowns are coming. Can you get 2nd Ezra 15? Man should desire to go into a city and not be able. All right, because it's going to get hot and heavy, man. And right now we're still able to frolic and play, if you want to say it like that. All right, but the times are coming where we're not going to be able to be able to roam willingly, man. You know. All right, we're not going to be able to roam like we're able to right now. All right, we're going to have to be limited to 15-minute cities. Okay, universal basic income, all to keep you stationary, man. And this is why video games have become so popular and so detailed. All right, you put the VR joints on, and you think you're right there and shit, man. Think you're doing some actual work, man. You know, but ultimately, this is the Esau preparing your mind to be in a comatose state, man. You know what I'm saying? To be happy being in your apartment and binge watching TV shows and playing video games all day, man.
That's what the CA19 was for, just to give him a little insight on just what he might have to deal with.
And people was losing their minds, man. You know, you have people that couldn't go out to the bar. You know what I'm saying? So they was having a whole meltdown, man. All right, and Esau is what? It's programming your mind to need these type of things, right? But we're programming our mind through the spirit power of Yahweh to need these scriptures, man. To lean on these scriptures instead of needing to be around people and go out and converse with wicked people, man. All right, we're conversing with these scriptures. Can you hold direct 39?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 17. A man shall desire.
Start at verse 14.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
You see, so woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Okay, and woe goes back to death and destruction. All right, so woe to the world and them that dwell therein, man. And that's what's coming to Babylon the Great is desolation, man. Hold up, Isaiah 24, the earth languishes, 24 and 4. You got that.
Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another.
And that's going to make people not even want to come outside their house, man. All right, you're going to have different militias, different type of groups that's going to click up. See, things is going to get real bad in America, man. All right, and people aren't mentally prepared for that. Why? Because they're used to the gifts that the government has been giving them, man. All right, and when Esau removes those gifts, people are going to act out of desperation, right? And that's where you know you worshiping the image of the beast comes into play. Because you're not going to be able to be a functioning member of society if you don't worship the image of the beast. And eventually you're going to have to take his mark, man. You got that.
And swords in their hand.
And this modern day sword is a gun. All right, so that's what's coming to Babylon the Great, man. People assaulting each other and robbing and stealing and killing, all with the sword, man. The numbers say it's I think it's what 100 guns to one person in America. It might be a little. It might be 10 guns to one person, but I believe it's 10 guns to one person in America, man. You know, and that's not by accident. That's actually by design, man. All right, because what happened with the CV-19? You know, everybody was taking up arms, man. You know, when you watch that movie, not Get Out, Leave the World Behind. You know what I'm saying? When shit was really hitting the fan, everybody was strapped up, man. You had the old man on his porch when thought he was buddies with his neighbor, was go get some medicine and shit. He with the shotgun, man. Hey, man, people ain't playing, man. All right, and the love of many is going to wax cold, like the scripture says, man. You got it,
Hey, they was getting those extra checks, bro.
Yeah.
So the alcohol sales and ammo sales went up.
Yep.
This is verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
And the sedition is an uprising. Okay? So you're going to have people that's not going to give a damn about laws. It's going to be complete lawlessness out here, man. And you have to be prepared for that. You have to put your mind to the fact that, damn, 911 might not always be here. Because it's not. You know, the ambulance is riding up and down the street saving people. That's not, because they going to need saving from themselves, man. The police is going to need somebody to police them. You got it, huh?
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
And that goes into the authorities, man. All right, so you're not going to have, a traffic officer trying to, you know what I'm saying, direct traffic with a whistle and shit, man. Because, hey, Jake, man, people gonna run them niggas over, man. All right, they're not gonna go any type of authority, man, any type of law, nothing, man. And that's what Esau wants. He wants lawlessness. Because why? Because Babylon goes back to where Hebrew word Babel, Babal, meaning confusion. So he wants a whole bunch of chaos, man. All right, a whole bunch of uprising, a whole bunch of this versus this, a whole bunch of left versus right. All the different categories that's going to be clashing with each other, man. You got that.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
And see, and that's what's going to happen, man. The things that they're going to do is going to ultimately show them where they stand at, man. If you unalive somebody in the name of being a Republican, then that lets you know that, hey, man, he's willing to do whatever it takes to be a part of the Republican, man. You're gonna have people that's going to be able to do or have to do whatever it takes in order to stay a part of this system, man. All right, this is why the Lord has to shorten these days. You got it, huh?
It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
And see, that's where the limit comes in. All right, we're not going to be able to walk around because what's going to happen when all hell breaks loose? What's Esau going to do, man? FEMA's going to take over. All right, the blue hats, all right, the UN troops are gonna be in different cities, man, blockading different sections of the city off, man, keeping Jake in the damn war zone, right? And then you got Esau in the burbs somewhere chilling, man. All right, because even though they're still gonna be subjected to a certain portion of the area, they're gonna have a little bit more wide range activity than you Jakes. You Jakes is basically gonna be put in a damn prison, man. And you're gonna be happy with it. You got it, huh?
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
You can go to Ezekiel 38, the land of unwalled villages. And that's what's gonna happen, man. Okay? People are gonna be afraid because why? Because right now people have a sense of security. You know, people have a sense of entitlement in Babylon the Great. You know, and the rest of the people around the world don't have that, man. When you go to different countries, right? People are fighting for their life, man. You know, fighting for clean water to eat, right? Fighting for food that actually has nutrients. Okay, but what do we have in America, man? We got all types of food, variety. You know, this people dwell carelessly here, man. You got that? You can start at yeah. You can start at verse. Yeah, you start at verse 10.
This is Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 10. Thus saith the Lord power, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought.
You see, this is going into the king of Babylon, man. All right, your modern day American leaders, man. All right, and it's beginning with Donald Trump. So he's gonna ultimately think an evil thought. Okay, and also going into Gog and Magog, man, the Russians. All right, they're gonna conspire to overthrow Babylon the Great, man. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna come onto the people unawares, man. Them that dwell carelessly. You got it, right?
And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
You see, this is the land of unwalled villages, man. You have people in America that are unprepared for anything, man. You may not have food past next week. You know, may not have a paycheck that you live in paycheck to paycheck.
So there's no real protection here. Then you really just no walls. The walls is your protection. If there ain't no walls here, which and someone more spiritually, there is no protection. Your check don't hit next week, you shit out of luck. Your car break down, you shit out of luck. The Lord come back, you ain't got the name, but you shit out of luck. There's no protection here.
Yep. You got it, God.
I will go to them that are at rest.
Woo. Hey, and the scripture says that Jeshurun has waxed and fat. All right, this is beginning with you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, man. All right, this warning is for you, man. You're the ones that's dwelling carelessly, man. Because why? Because you actually have you're actually coming in the image of your oppressor Esau Edom, because his pride is puffed up, man. All right, he's a prideful bastard, man. You read about that in Obadiah, man. The pride of our heart had deceived him. So what's going to happen is Jake is going to get lost and turned out, man. He's gonna like it says in Isaiah the 30th chapter, you know, about trusting in Egypt, man. Okay, they're going to be so gung ho on the virgin daughter of Babylon not getting touched because they can't see it because it's never happened, to the point where they're gonna go down with this place, man. You got it.
It's just like when the slaves were released, some of them didn't even want to leave the plantation because they couldn't imagine having to go out there and fend for themselves. They had gotten comfortable, master feeding them and housing them. So the thought of just going out on their own was a frightful thought. So they decided to stay.
And that's called Stockholm syndrome. Mm-hmm. You know, and this is what we've done. We've had to do that. We've had to trust that when we separate ourselves from the world, that Yahweh Bashim Yahshua was gonna catch us, man. And see, Jake doesn't want to do that. You know, what's it called? Trust fall out. You know what I'm saying? You see that? Hey, man, you see that big ass nigga? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But see, we trust fall with Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, and he caught us, man. You see, but people in Babylon the Great, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, you don't have enough trust to let go of Babylon the Great and trust that Yahweh Shai is gonna catch you, man. And that's why you're gonna end up getting caught in the plagues of Babylon the Great.
That's how you know it's the same niggas from Egypt. They said they wanted to turn back and go to Egypt. At least they have food and bread. That's why people they don't want they some camps they try to push. Ain't no Jacob's trouble. They don't want to think of that idea to transition from us being slaves to rulers. That transition is a hard transition. They don't want to acknowledge that we gotta go through.
Yep.
Hey, they can't imagine being without their garlic and their leeks
and
the onions.
Oh, bless you.
This is verse 11.
And what did they say to Moses? They say you drug us all the way out to the wilderness to kill us. but meanwhile you was just delivered by chariots.
Yep.
Man,
ate bread of angels.
Yep. Angels food, man.
Hey, and walked on dry land to get from Egypt to a river.
Yep.
To sea.
Yep.
Verse 11 says, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates.
See, this place is not defended, man. When you look at the actual landscape, there's nowhere to go. You got water on both sides. All right, you may have an alliance with Canada, but that shit ain't gonna last long. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, the scripture says that the enemy, the beast shall hate the horse. All right.
Those are they confederacy.
Yep. No, you good, bro? You good? Yeah. No, you good, bro? But see, that's ultimately what's what the pride that Edom has, man. You know, his level of fortitude to think that the Lord that was all together at one with him, man. You know, you got to grab something. Was that on that? You got it.
You want to read the last verse?
This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest.
Yeah, that's the part I wanted right there. Because this is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Speaking of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, yeah, the so-called white man, he had rest with his feet kicked up in his law. But this ain't your rest. This ain't the kingdom of heaven for you. This is it said right here, because it is polluted. Here in Babylon the Great, they're gonna push the alphabet community on you. They're gonna push abominable fools on you. They're gonna push everything contrary to Yahweh Bahashah on you here. So yeah, these people are at rest, but we not supposed to be at rest because this ain't our rest. It say, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. Show me a successful nigga from the day of his birth to the day of his death here. You know why he wasn't successful? Because he died. In the kingdom of heaven, we're not going to die anymore. That's going to be the real success and the real rest. We're going to have the name of the Lord. We're going to have our heritage back. But this place, it's a sword destruction. Everybody that died here is just a heart attack, fucking diabetes, some type of illness where they die slow, and it's everybody. Is this not our rest?
You get that word sword in the blue letter?
Hey, and even if they got to that point where they thought they were successful in this kingdom, what happened in the end? How did he die? How did he leave out of this kingdom? More than likely, broke. They find a way to all that you earned. They find a way to get it all back. Whether you didn't pay your taxes, whether you had some back alimony or child support or something, they find a way to get it all back. And if they can't get you that way, what is that? That they there's a tax that you have to pay, even if you try to leave your inheritance to your children.
Yep. That's what they say when you die. Don't if you bought your house, don't leave it. Don't just sign it off in your will to them, because they're gonna tax the hell out of it. They're gonna tax the land. You know what I'm saying? I think you're supposed to put it into a trust. You know what I'm saying? And then you can bypass all of that garbage, man. But see, they ain't gonna tell you that. You know, you got that word.
The word sword, it says to be or make sick, to be grievous or painful.
Hey man, this place makes us sick, man. You know, to the point where you even Apostle Paul said in Philippians the first chapter that I'm straight betwixt the two, man. To depart from this world and go to Yahweh Shai, man. That's how sick this place is, man. All right, and that was in the Roman Empire. Now we're dealing with the revival of the Roman Empire, where he's taking different guys and now it's force fed into you, man. And now Jake don't even know. Even back in Judea, Jake knew they were Israelites, man. Okay, you had some that were in the Gentile state of mind that the Apostle Paul was trying to convert him when he was going on his journeys. But in the land of Judea, that was of the circumcision. So at least they knew that they were Israelites, man. Yep. They had a home, man. Even though it was overran and downtrodden, you know what I'm saying? We still had a level of understanding of who we were, man. But right now, we don't have that. We're in hell, man. And we're in hell, and we think that we're black people, man. We think that we're Indians, right, and Jamaicans, and things like that, and Puerto Ricans. All right, but now we're able to come back through the spirit power of Yahweh Shai and understand who we are, man, and understand what it takes to get to that next level. We're not going to dwell carelessly, man. Okay, we know that we're in the land of unwalled villages, but we're defended by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. You got something?
Isaiah 45 and 4.
Can you bring it up?
This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 4. It says, "For Jacob, my servant's sake, and Israel, mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me." So just going into what the brother was saying, for Jacob's sake, this is what we've been introduced to. We've come back to knowing that we are the Lord's people, that we are called by his very name. So he renamed Jacob to Israel. And that's Yasharallah in the Hebrew. And that's those people that you see on this sign here today. Here's what they call you here in the world, but this is what your biblical names are. That's the nation of Yasharallah.
And see, and this is prophesied, right? We read Ezekiel 37. All right, when you read Ezekiel 37, the Lord told Ezekiel, right, to write a stick for Judah and his companions, and a stick for Joseph and his companions. And Joseph will represent the tribe of Ephraim, which will be the top tribe of the northern kingdom. All right, he said to make the two sticks one stick in your hand, man. So now we have a chart that tells you who the biblical Israelites are, man. All right, and these are the things that people are supposed to look at and then question and ask, where am I on the sign? All right, you keep going. All right, you got it on that?
That was it on that.
Fine. Yeah, bring it up. Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away.
You see, the earth is in mourning right now, man. Hold on, Isaiah 14. All right, the earth is in mourning right now, and you can tell by hey, we gad, bro. We gadites, man. You can feel the sadness of the earth, man. All right, when you tap into the spirit, man, the spirit is the Lord has the spirit in all things, man. All right, so this like this tree, man. It's been spring for about a couple months now. Look, the damn tree's dead, man. That tree's dead. You know that it ain't springing up like it just looks like like the trees need a erectile dysfunction medicine, man. You know, it's just it don't even look right, man. All right, the earth is in mourning, man. Okay, why? Why? Ultimately, because the people are in mourning. Because the righteous rulers are in rulership right now. Right? This is why the Lord is hastening the day for us, man. Okay, and shortening those days. Keep going. Right?
Isaiah 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languishes and fadeth away.
Yep, and that's what's happening right now, man. The things that we were able to enjoy 10 years ago, you can't enjoy now, man. All right, the fun, right, is gone. You know, the ability to I guess you could say make yourself happy is gone, man. You know, you can't even go do the things that you used to do that brought you a little bit of joy in the system, and it does the same. It doesn't have the same effect, man. All right, because why? Because now people's mentality has changed. You know, everything is more expensive now. You got to work twice as hard to make the same amount of money you made 10 years ago. You know, and that's not that's beautiful for the hopeful elect, but for a person in the world, man, that's painful, man. Right? The damn retirement age keeps going up.
70 now.
Man, it used to be 55.
Life expectancy is 70 years old.
Yep.
They expect you to retire and die.
And it says that's in the scriptures, the Psalms, that a man's life is what 3 score and 10, something like that.
They say the haughty people of the earth do languish.
See, the proud people, man, the puffed up neck up on high, man. Even these Edomites well off are struggling, man. Right? Because it was all good in 2005. You know what I'm saying? When gas was $2.35. You know what I'm saying? But now it's damn near $5, man. Shalom. Yep. Shalom. Now, no, you good. Now it's damn near $5, man. You know, your mortgages. You know, when you first bought your house, it was, you know, you paid $950 for your mortgage. Then 2 years later, they bumped that bitch up to $1,100.
Bro, I saw this little show. These people's mortgages is going up. Some people paying $5,000 a month for their mortgage. $5,000 a month, bro.
Man,
Sinks, bro.
Everybody gonna move.
Yep.
And it happens because most people are getting a variable rate.
Yeah.
See, back when I bought my house, they would just give me,
Fixed rate.
Yep.
Yep.
So you locked in as long as you own the house. But bruh, it's rough out here now.
But that's why the scripture says in Haggai. Can you hold that real quick? Keep it Haggai 1 and 6. Because this is a system designed to happen, man. All right, what was the American dream? The American dream said that, you know, go to college or graduate from high school, go to college, get a job, get a house with a white picket fence, a wife. Yeah, two kids. Yeah. A dog. You know. Remember, y'all seen Major Payne?
Yeah.
Remember Major Payne?
Yeah, that memory.
Yeah. That's a whole. But what is? It's actually an American nightmare, man. Because you barely get out of high school, you go to college, you get a whole college loan. You come out of college, 6 figures in debt to not even get a job in your field, man.
Waiters and servers.
Managers and big time.
You got people like myself. I went to Job Corps. I came out of Job Corps, got in the eyeglass field. I was making more than some certain teachers. You know what I'm saying? That went to school for years. See? That's why, man, place it's gotta go.
It's finished, bro. You keep going now.
This is Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have so much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
You see, that's ultimately the design of Babylon the Great. Because the scripture says, I believe it's in Jeremiah, about you're supposed to pay your servant before the sun goes down. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to pay that man that day. All right, but this is a debt-based society, man. Did you get laid with Big Clay? Was that Habakkuk? Yeah, kind of. All right, so this system is a debt-based system, man. All right, this is why you can get a loan basically any way, anyhow, anywho, man. You can buy a house, go into debt. You can buy a car, go into debt. You can get a student loan, go into debt. You know, you can all type of different things you can get. And it's ultimately designed to put you as a debt or a slave to the system, man. And Esau is going to strive to put you into to make you a digital slave, man. Okay, a slave to making money. All right, a slave to be able to feed your family month in and month out, man. All right, and that's going to be harder and harder to get.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was looking at something. It was showing how just a man with like 1 acre of land can feed a family of 4 with just that 1 acre. Just planting certain things, crop on. It made me think about that. When he's making this faithful grades, like, yeah, it's some shit. The stuff that the Lord gave us for free, you got to pay for it. You got a water bill. The world is 76% water. You got fucking rain. You got ponds and rivers. You got all these things. But yeah, you paying for heat. Whoa, fucking, you can get some wood and a lighter, and now you got a heat. They didn't pay for heat. It wasn't nothing 80, 70 years ago. They had pumps. Now they sit through convenience, we're gonna pay for this convenience.
That's where in Lamentations, do you get Lamentations, the fourth chapter that our wood is sold unto us? I believe it was Lamentations 4. Like 3 or 4.
I should have put up to
Oh, God. You can bring it up. About to get that.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his?
And see that ultimately goes back to the curses, man. All right, it tells you that when you read Deuteronomy 28, it tells you that he will be the head and we will be the tail. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. All right, and this is part of the power of Yahweh Shemashah to put this man in a position to do that, man. Okay, all these nations have done that to a certain level of degree, but Esau took it to the next level, to the point where he put us in slavery and did abominable things to us, man. Right? When it says that I believe it's in Isaiah tells you that they say, aha, these two nations are mine, right? And these two countries are mine. That's their mindset. All right, they think that the Lord has given the Israelites to them just for them to consume us, man. But it's of the, like I said, Lamentations, the third chapter, that it's of the Lord's mercies that we're not consumed. You found that?
Yeah, this is Lamentations 5 and 4.
5, yeah, God.
We have drunken our water for money. Our wood is sold unto us.
You see, everything is taken away from us and then sold back to us. Right? It's illegal to collect rainwater. How is it illegal to collect something that naturally happens? You know?
But then they can make seeded clouds make more rain, but you got to be on their time.
Yeah.
That's oppression. We can always make niggas more rain, but no, you got to pay for it.
Yeah. And to see, in these clouds that are seeded, it's not only to bring forth more rain, but it's also actually to block the sun, man. I be looking. I'm a star watcher, man. You see these you got clouds like this, but when it's like a whole blue sky, then on the other half, it's like just regular it's like it looks like a sheet of paper.
It's like
man. So that's all that seed shit, man.
Yeah, that's why you can look at the forecast and they can damn near tell you what time it's going to rain.
Yep.
I was looking at it today. It said it would rain around 1 o'clock, 56%. And at 1 o'clock, it started raining.
and that's crazy that they can do that, because only the Lord really knows that when it's going to rain. We have to pray for rain. So then what does that tell you? This goddamn devil manipulating the weather, which is wicked. The nigga want to be the Most High, man, at the end of the day. He want to do all the things that the Most High can do. And what do he want to do? Most important, take you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans' birthright away, so that you're stuck in this fucking place, drowning in debt, dependent on him for any and everything, like the scriptures say, pursuant to Deuteronomy chapter 28. See?
Yep. And hold Revelation 13, where he's sitting in the seat of the Most High. I think that he is the Most High. Who's reading?
I just finished that precept of Lamentations.
Okay, go back to that, and then you can. You got a precept?
Yeah, I just got a
go ahead.
This is Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 7. It says, the rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender.
Yep. Break it down, huh?
Hey, that's exactly just as it said. It's really kind of plain. He puts you in the position where you are his servant. And because you have to go to him in want of all things, in need of all things, and begging just to get like a loan for you to have housing, he puts you in a position where you can either take it or leave it. It's 7% interest, nigga. You're going to take it or leave it.
Yep.
So you're subject to go ahead and put yourself in a compromising position, all in an effort just to clothe your to put a roof over your family's head.
And we know it's all up to you how much y'all shot. If you get that loan or not, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why, man, I'm not worried if I lose my house, man. I don't give a damn about my house. Because ultimately I already know that Yahweh Shemashah is gonna take care of me, man. Now am I gonna be just a nigga and say, I'm gonna quit my job, I'll put all my, you know what I'm saying? No, man. You still gotta do what you gotta do as a man. All right, exactly. Yep. And wisdom. It links the money and the wisdom as a defense all together, man.
Right? Because with wisdom, now you do right by your money.
Yeah.
You use it as defense. You don't be a nigga and go put 28-inch rims on a fucking 1984 Chevy.
It's got rust under the bottom.
Living in the projects, don't even know if you're gonna get that money next month, but you took your income tax money and you bought rims. All right, y'all ate ribs and shit all weekend, right? Wake up Monday morning and you broke as fuck. See, that's what Babylon do to you. It'll destroy you. But through this wisdom, this understanding, we ain't frivolous with our money now. We understand this is defense. Our money is to help one another, okay? To cover our necessities, and that's it. You know, we ain't trying to get rich in this motherfucker. And we ain't, like the scriptures say, you know, it's balanced. You ain't, the Lord, he ain't gonna have you too poor where you eating out of trash can, and he ain't gonna have you sitting on high. He got you right where you need to be. But a lot of you niggas can't accept that because you got the spirit of Esau on you, especially the so-called black woman.
Yep. Who was reading? Oh, yeah, that was kind. Yeah, so the borrower is subject to the lender, man. It's servant to the lender, man. All right, and because why? Because Esau has the power, man. He has the power to lend. Because why? Because this whole world is ran by the elite bankers, man. So everything comes from the top. All right, this is all a big pyramid scheme, man, to make you poor and then richer, all the way until they don't give a damn if you die, man. You know what I'm saying? You're just a mindless eater, man. That needs to be taken out of the way. That's why Esau wants you to wear a seatbelt. You know, that's why he wants you to have insurance. He don't care if you live or he don't care if you die, right? But if you live, now you can pay all that money back. You know what I'm saying? You can continue paying your bills. You know, you can continue to be a functioning member of society, man. Now you got it.
That's why he trap you with the refinances on your mortgage. You know, he give you the inclination like you got equity in your house and all this and all that. Okay, so then what? You go ahead and you do that dumb shit. Now you done double down on a mortgage that you was never gonna pay off, and he know that shit.
Yeah.
You see, but you get the money up front to do what? Fulfill your flesh. Get ready for fucking Christmas. Get ready for fucking 4th of July. You got money for all the wicked ass holidays because you did a refi on your house. Went and bought another car. Okay, now you got 2 car notes. Oh, watch it, man. The best thing to do if you can, man, is buy a car cash right now. Okay, these cars, like these, let's say for instance, them damn Chargers, them Hellcats, motherfuckers putting financing them bitches at 70 grand. Now they ain't even worth 20,000 on some of them. So you're upside down on a fucking car, man. But that's what Jake do. They'll go and do some shit like that. You can't really afford it just to be a coveter in Esau's world. And now you're beyond living paycheck to paycheck. You about to be out on the streets, living in your Hellcat, in hell. All right,
Cat.
yeah.
Cat.
Hey, I got
That refinancing is a whole scam anyway, man.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Because all you're doing is just lowering your payment, but you're adding back on years.
Yeah.
And see, and when you have a loan, Esau ain't trying to help you out.
No.
He's banking on you coming up short of that loan, man. So he'll be happy to extend that loan out 3 or 4 more years in order to lower your payment bound by $200-$300. Because now it's still that greater risk of you defaulting on that loan, man, over that period of time.
And then he done had you pay all that interest. You've been paying on it for 20 years.
It ain't even touched the principal.
And now you lose it. He come back in, scoop it right back up, and put that bitch back on the market. And it's just a perpetual thing.
Yep.
You see? And that's why this is a false balance, this kingdom, man. You see? I got one real quick. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. You see, you worship Yahweh Bashimashah for all things. He about to tell you, since you didn't do that, it says, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, in nakedness, in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed you. Right now, you got a spiritual yoke around your neck. You so-called Negro Latino Native Americans. You want to know why? Because you in thick clay. You got the debt of this damn devil. When you drive by on the freeway, we got a debt clock. I remember 5-6 years ago, that motherfucker said 36 trillion. Now it's 40 trillion. It's 102,000 per person in a household. So when you're born in this kingdom, you're born in debt, man. That's fucked up.
It's financial slavery because the whole world is in debt. It's like what 4 billion. Somebody was asking, they said, well, who the fuck the world was money to? The elites, the Bacon family. You're born as a slave to them. You are in possession. When you sign your birth certificate, from that point forward, you're now property of the state. That's who the world owe money to, the fucking elites.
Hey, see you and see when you see that's why you got to do your history, man. What do you think? You know, in the 1700s, you know, 1800s, where the railroads came from.
Yep.
You know, to move different sources back and forth to and fro from this country, man. Not only this country, but even overseas, man. All that had to come from somewhere, man. Those came from your original Rothschilds, your Rockefellers, you know, your DuPonts, you know, the rest of those bankers, man. Now when you get to the modern day time, everything is already being built, and they in the shadows, man, raking in, having collecting off of interest. You know, and us as the American people, we paying taxes unwillingly, you know, and then what happens? You think that you don't think, well, why is everybody paying taxes? You know, why do I have to get taxed to live? Well, because the bankers require that tax for you to live, man.
Yep.
Okay, because they feel entitled to the point where, I'm the one that funded this for America to get built. So now you owe me. Yeah, with usury, you know, and not only you, but your children, your children. It's going to be a continual cycle if the Lord don't take its place out, man. Was you reading? Did you finish that Habakkuk? No, we did. Yeah, no. Finish Habakkuk.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take a comparable against him and taught a proverb against him and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
And that phrase thick clay goes back to the Hebrew word abadia, okay, meaning heavy debt. All right, so this place, Babylon the Great, was founded off of heavy debt, man. All right, and there's not a number that they can have to erase the debt, man. All right, it's in the trillions, but it's man, when you look at that clock, it's constantly. It don't stop. It does not stop, man. Because that's how much of a sinkhole that Babylon the Great is, man. Hey, can you pull up the debt clock? I'm gonna see where we at in greenback debt, man. You know, because this man, it's some crazy shit,
They
man.
just I think brother Kadash put the check room. They allowing in Florida gold and silver to be legal tender now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You go buy food and everything with gold and silver in the state of Florida.
Damn.
And that was passed as a law in their state only. But that just goes to tell you shit about to get bad.
Yeah.
Florida's usually first doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Florida, California, New York.
You don't have house tax, right?
Oh yeah, the state tax.
Yep.
Yep. So the debt clock right now is hold on. That's 100 million. 39 trillion dollars, $40 trillion, man, and constantly rising, man. You think, you know, Esau take what, a couple thousand out of my check a year for taxes, and it's gonna cover that shit? Come on, man.
It said 117,000 per person, increased by $81 a day.
Woo!
You would never catch it.
That shit is compounded. That's why. That's compounding negatively though.
Yep.
And hey, when something compounds, it doesn't stop until it crashes. And that's what has to happen. And then then they'll have a justification implementing the MOTB worldwide. See, right now you got people willingly taking it out of conveniency, out of being in a state of maybe they're handicapped or shit like that. They need to walk, whatever the case may be. So it's already found a what you would call a certain area of people that willingly will take it, but ultimately it's going to be mandated and forced upon you. And once that happens, that's when all hell will really truly break loose. Right now you just got a comfort still. Even with the news showing you that this place is through, it's still a high level of comfort. That's why everybody getting ready for the pride parade. The same shit over and over. Father's Day. You got all the graduations. Not really paying attention to how many people done died just in the last few weeks, and in the manner that it's happened, like crazy mass judgment. But it's all good though, because the Lord is showing his people, his elect, Lord willing, with a man, they just keep doing what we doing and stay the fuck out the way and let him do his work.
And just this war alone, it's been going on for a little over 2 months right now, but this is costing billions per day to keep this effort going.
Yep.
So just imagine what that's doing to the debt. So I don't even believe that debt cloud is accurate. There's more trillions than that.
Yep. Hey, Apostle Tara said when Esau gave you numbers, you got to multiply it times 3, man. At least 3. But I got that word compound umbrella because you had made that word compound. Going to verb, late 1400 circa, it says to put together, to mix, to combine, to join, to couple together.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's ultimately what's happening, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And see, and what Esau wants you to do is he wants you to compound, all right, the physical and carnal with the spirit, man.
Yeah.
Because only way we're not gonna be terrified of a debt number like that is if you ride in the spirit, man.
Yep.
And what is Esau gonna do? He's gonna constantly put the fear in you, to do certain things, to uphold a certain standard of being an American, man. Pay your taxes. Hang a flag, vote. Man, even they even try to make being a mole patriotic, man. You know what I'm saying? Who's that nigga who had the sex change? Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
He motherfucker got Woman of the Year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They make it patriotic and rewarding for you to do abominations like this, man.
Yeah. This is a place that rewards wickedness. Okay, here it is. This is the most demonic month. Every time we gotta go through this, talk about this. But it's a shame to see so-called black men, the leaders of the pack now, the so-called black women, the leaders of the pack when it comes to sexual immorality, when it comes to man on man and woman on woman, and to just have to witness that and look at it, you can do nothing but hope that the Lord brings swift and utter destruction to all you niggas, man.
Yep.
You see? So you can enjoy your riches. You're supposed to be rewarded from your power. Your power is your daddy Esau, the devil. You're supposed to get something for being an abomination and serving your father. Because you're not serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because he don't reward you for that. Oh, actually he does. It's just you just haven't gotten your reward yet. Yeah, I forgot. He gonna reward you.
It's not in the form that you
right. Yeah. Salaki on that. He's gonna reward you.
And he will not at all acquit the wicked.
There you go. There you go.
And the same must know it after death by pain, man.
Yep.
And you're gonna be cast headlong right into that lake of fire, man. Right along with Esau, man. You get that. You got something else? Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This is Revelation. This is Revelations chapter 21 and 7. It says, "He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son." That's the elect. Overcoming what? Ultimately the mark of the beast. Okay, we're gonna start pushing that even harder, because we see it now. It is being made manifest. See, it says, but the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. See, the first death was by water, which is a cleansing agent, and this is going to be by fire. And you notice all the characteristics that I just named you is people like that walking around on earth right now, and they enjoy being an abomination. They enjoy being unbelieving. They enjoy being fearful. Okay, fearful of what? Fearful of what the Lord gonna do, right? Or actually not fearful, but fearful of what this damn devil gonna do, right? It says, and whoremongers and sorcerers. This is the land of sorcery. When you go into that word sorcerer, it goes back to what? To your drug facilities, okay, and all these vaccines that's about to come out, right? It says, and idolaters. This is a queendom, okay. The number one idol on this place is the Baphomet, and then the black woman right next to it, right? Everybody is a transformer or worshiping the so-called black woman as she's God or something like that. You see? And all that is the Lord is saying he's going to put that shit in the lake of fire. Those who participate and think like that. And we can't wait, man. For real. We can't wait. We're tired of this.
Yeah, we're tired of this place. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we're hastening the day, man, of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, and in order to hasten the day of Yahweh Shem Shai to get to the kingdom, you have to cast Babylon the Great down, man. You can't hope to get that your job doesn't go away and expect the kingdom of heaven to come, man. All right, we all have to maintain ourselves in society, but we know that it's something different and something greater on the other side, man, that we're going to have to work for, that we're going to have to have faith toward.
Matthew 17:20, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
And see, that's why the scripture says to come to the throne boldly. All right, we when we say our prayers, we have an expectation to get saved out of this place, man.
Yep.
We don't have to have any wavering in our faith that we expect to get taken out of this place, man. All right, and so that's what Yahweh Shah was saying, because of your unbelief, man. We have the faith as a grain of a mustard seed, man. Okay, and we believe that we're gonna be able to arise over any stumbling block that the Lord has set up. All right, and these things is frustrating, man. You know, we see all type of abomination, man.
Brother.
You know, and hey, get that what's that? Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, and that's part of it, man. Whatever the fuck this book passes, that strengthens our faith, man. Because the scriptures tell us that shit like this will be happening in the last days, man. And that's why the Lord has to shorten the days for his elect, man. Because this place will piss you off. Surely oppression it makes a wise man mad, man. It makes you upset. It makes you angry. But vengeance belongs to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And we just pray that the Lord makes a return expeditiously, man. You got that out?
Yeah. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 7. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
And that word conversation, it goes into your conduct, man. All right, so when you go into the story of Lot in Genesis, I believe like 15, 16, something like that. Was it 15? Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I'm gonna read from the top.
Yeah, you got it.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 1. Actually, I'm gonna start at verse 4. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down into hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. See, that's going into the first death, which was done what? By water, because the Lord flooded the whole earth for the same shit that we're about to go into now. What? Pride Month, Moism, men walking around here with fucking skirts on, wearing purses and shit. Alright? It's just sometimes it can be overwhelming. Because you know that's not normal, man. And we really tired of seeing that shit. You know? We want Lord to execute judgment per thus said the law. Because we know what that means when the law is instituted according to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Ain't nobody gonna be walking around here doing that shit. It says, and spared not, verse 5, 2 Peter 2 and 5. It says, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing the flood upon the world for ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overflow, making an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So the Lord is letting you know He already laid the example of what He feels about people who do that. If you go read that account, fire fell from the heavens. And,
right now.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and it burnt up, everybody within those 5 cities. So how much more in this current kingdom, where it's become rampant, where laws have been made that opposes Heavenly Father to give people who should be put to rest, okay, the opportunity to continue to pridefully boast in their wickedness, and result is no judgment coming. But I just read you the scripture, and an example has been made already for that type of judgment, and it is coming. And I just read to you in Revelation chapter 21. Okay, it's going to be the second death.
This is Genesis chapter 19, verse 1. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, Behold now, my lord, turn in, I pray you, in your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your way. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly. And they turned in unto him and entered into his house. And he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread. And they did eat. But before
Everybody is freaking weird. Everything is funny, right? When you're out here talking about your salvation, you so-called Negroes and Latinos, Native Americans, you niggas walk by as if this is a joke. This ain't no joke. This ain't no joke, man. This is about your life. This is about salvation. We're not standing out here as entertainers. We're trying to warn you about the fire that's coming because of your acts, and you're still participating in it. You still believe that you're a black man or a black woman. And you know what you're calling yourself? A person that's void of light. So there's no way you can enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Well, the scriptures call that a proverb. That's part of the curse, that we would be a proverb and a byword among the heathen, man. You know, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring that Isaiah 14 out. You got anything out?
Well, yeah, I had this Proverbs 22 and 16. He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. So the same people that's oppressing us, I forgot why I was bringing this up, but the same people that's oppressing us, guess what? We've been in captivity to captivity, poverty after poverty. We still being oppressed to what? But we, like Scripture just said, he gonna surely come to want. He gonna surely come to want. It's gonna be a time where the table's gonna be turned. We not gonna be oppressed no more. We're gonna be the oppressors. you gonna wish that you had showed us some mercy. We ain't gonna show you no mercy.
Yup. And that's what it says that he shall rule over their oppression. Is that yep. Hey, that's the spirit. Start at verse 1, all right?
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1.
Read to 3 and then jump down to verse.
For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
So the Lord's going to have mercy on this northern kingdom and southern kingdom. All right, and we see the mercy, how it's happening by what? First and foremost, spirit returning into us, okay? And now it's not a black versus Puerto Rican thing or a black versus Mexican. We're all one people, man. All right, but the covering cast, when you read Isaiah 25, the covering cast that Esau has spread upon us has diluted that fact, man. You know? So now we think, like the brother was going into, now you think you're a black person from Africa. All right, or a Puerto Rican from Puerto Rico, or a Mexicano from Mexico. All right, but ultimately we all stand from the land of Israel, man. You got that.
And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
All right, and the Lord's going to set us in our own land. Okay, and the strangers are speaking of the Israelite foreigners that are going to come back in the last times, man. Because Yahweh Shah taught us about the 11th hour, right? We do all this work, all right, and eventually, you know, we receive our penny, but there's going to be some that's going to receive their penny, meaning salvation at the last moment, man. It is what it is, all right, but that's how the Lord had it work out. You got it, Doc.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them.
And who is the them? Them is the other nation, man. Okay? And the other nations are beginning with Esau, Edom, and on this side, man. On the other side. All right, and when you read about Yahweh Shah having many crowns on his head, that's what's going to happen, man. He's going to take out the leadership positions of all these nations, man. So that way Israel can reign under the authority of Yahweh Shah. You got that.
And bring them to their place.
And what is their place? Their place is low. Sit hold on, Isaiah 47. All right, their place is low, man. All right, where the worms covered him, man. I believe it's in this chapter. Or I think it's. You keep going, man.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
And that's what you have, man. Servants are possessions. All right, when the scriptures in Exodus tell us if you buy a Hebrew slave, okay, but in the kingdom of heaven we're not going to have to buy a Hebrew anything, man. We're going to take these Hebrew Edomites and put heavy ass chains on them, man. Okay, you Hebrew Elamites, right? You Ishmaelites, you Hebrew Ishmaelites. All right, all you are Hebrew, but you're not of Israel, Jacob. All right, so you're gonna, yep, exactly. You're not part of the covenant, man. You got it, Doc.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Because can you get Jeremiah?
Brother,
Yeah,
I'm
kind,
right
yeah. 30 and 16.
I know, brother.
Can you hold that real quick,
This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured.
You see, the Lord allowed Esau to devour us, man. And you got simple jakes or people in the world. Well, why would the Lord allow him to do? Because we're disobedient and gainsaying people, man. We've turned our back on Yahweh Shah, so when the Lord turns his back on us, we don't have nothing smooth sailing, man. You know, he allows the real quick, Psalms 17 and 13. All right, the Lord puts a sword to our backside, man. That belt to our backside. All right, and the belt is a form of detestable nations, man, with no moral compass. Yep. And we're in the final, most ridiculous, wicked captivity that the Lord has ever allowed to rule, man. You got it up? Yep. Got it.
Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
You see, so the Lord put that sword on us, man. All right, and Esau has been around for centuries, man. As the Greeks, as the Romans, all right, and now as the modern day Americans, man. You're elite bankers. You got it, Doc.
Jeremiah chapter 30 and 16 again. Therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Yep. See, and that's what the Lord is allowing to happen, man. All right, you see, these Edomites is uncomfortable. You know, Edomites hate being uncomfortable. They'll give up civil rights in order for comfortability. All right. So once shit start hitting the fan, and grab that real quick, guys.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Yep. And that's the Lord changing the guard, man. You get Proverbs 11 and what is that? The wicked gonna type in wicked instead. Bring that back up, sir.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Because when you read the curses, we had got a couple of curses in Deuteronomy 28. But when you read the top of the chapter, it gives you the blessings, man. All right, and through the mercy of Yahweh Shem Shai, that complete download will allow us to inherit Deuteronomy 1 through 14, man. All right, and when we inherit that, now these curses are going to go upon our enemies, man. The ones that devour us, the ones that look at us as prey, right? It tells you in Psalms to hide me from the snare of the fowler, man. All right, Esau sets traps to get you ensnared, man. That's what this devil does because he's a cunning hunter. And now the ultimate recompense is the things that he did to the children of Israel, right? The apple of the Lord's eye to happen back to him, man. And that's why the cup that's being filled, the Lord is going to fill to that nigga double, man. That's righteous retribution, man. That's recompense. That's what we're waiting for, man. All right, and we ain't gonna be able to do it. You know, we can unalive an Edomite or any nation, you know. But what is that? That's one person. The Lord is gonna take out the whole world, man.
Yeah. And just for the record, for all you Negroes that's looking for retribution and what's they be asking for?
Reparations.
Reparations.
Yeah.
This we reading it to you.
Yep.
This the only reparations I want. I don't want shit from this devil. I want blood. I want to see his children working in the fields. Like the brother always say, the posh, I'm going to have them in the field at 2 and 3 years old, as soon as they can walk. You see? That's what I want to see. Right. That's reparations right there. We want to see your women working like a dog, right? We want to see you running and scared and always in a perplexed situation and never knowing when judgment is coming down on you. That's gonna be true reparations.
Yep.
Not this give us some land. Jay crazy. This land is defiled. There is no way you could build here. This land gotta be burnt up for the blood.
You gotta continue to pay property tax on the land. Even if you buy some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got that.
Yeah, this land it's got blood on
Yep.
it. From the Native Americans to the Israelites that came here on the transatlantic slave trade, right? All that bloodshed in the South, even in the state of Ohio. In the state of Ohio, this was heavily populated by Native Americans. Where are they? Their blood is on this soil though, so ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way you should ever think that you can build on this land and have a legacy and a generational and break the generational curses. The only thing that breaks the generational curses is Yahweh Bashim Shot. That's it. You know.
Well, no, it's like, right? And it tells you in Numbers, the 35th chapter, that the land cannot be cleansed but by the blood of him that shed it, man. You know, what's going on? Yeah, bring that out and then you bring yours out. We're going to go back here.
Deuteronomy 30 and 7.
And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee.
Yep, and that's what it is, man. All right, so all the curses, our children being sold, being subject to payments, with us being lended to, and we're not able to lend it down. All of that's gonna have a switching, man. Right? Go to Isaiah 29. Surely you turn the things upside down. I think 29 to 15. I'll bring yours out.
This is Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 8. The righteous delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead.
You see, the righteous will be delivered out of trouble, man. And the wicked is going to come in his stead, meaning our lot. So the position that we're in right now is the same position that Esau Edom's going to be in, man. All right, when you read the parable of the rich man and Lazarus, can you get that on your phone real quick? No, yeah. Keep it, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that's what's going to happen, man. And that's the mercy of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why we don't do anything ourselves, man. All we do is be a good wife to Yahweh Shem Shai. By what? Keeping our bodies in order, right? Our house in order.
Yep.
Making sure that we're doing right by the brothers. You know, and that's where the mercy on our behalf is going to come, man. All right, the Lord is going to look at that. You know, the brother that put the precept of the day about, I forgot about loving your brother. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. That's what we're here to do right now, man. We're not here to conspire against Esau Edom. This is a conspiracy right here, man. All right, fellowship in the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's our conspiracy, man. This is as deep as it gets, man. All you agents and all that, this is what you're gonna get, man. It's some shit talking, you know what I'm saying, behind the camera. I mean, off camera, brothers talk shit to each other, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is, man. It ain't no secret society, and you know we got all the black man army in the background and all that. No, man, that's bringing blame to the ministry, man. We getting ourselves right first. We're like it says in 2 Corinthians the 14th chapter. You know, setting our house in order.
Yeah.
Right? Yep, exactly, man. Put off those mortal thoughts. All right. You brought yours out. Can you get
I want them to get the Lazarus scripture.
Yeah, get that, and then you get the
This is Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
You see, that's ultimately Esau had tried to do, is ultimately turn the Lord's words upside down, man. All right, and this is why he'll tell you that God loves America. You know what I'm saying? And in God we trust in the back of the dollar bill.
And come as you are.
Yep.
I was riding past a church in Lakewood, and what did they have? They had the LGBT flag saying all are welcome. So that's a house of Satan. Because Yahweh Shem Shai ain't willing in no fucking church, especially a church that tells you people that are abominable can come and worship him. They're going to worship Satan. That's who they worship.
Hey, even in the wilderness, you know, if you were unclean, if you did something, you were put out the camp.
Yep.
And when you read, you get Acts 7, you can type in church and wilderness. You know that because the church was actually the entire nation of Israel, man. All right, so when you go into these little whorehouses every Sunday, that's not church, man. All right, the church was actually the body of Israelites, man. And if you were unclean, right, if you had done an abomination, you were put outside of the camp, outside of the church.
It's Acts chapter 7 and 38.
Yep, that's 7:38.
It says, I'll start at verse 37. This is that Moses which said unto Acts, Acts 7 and 37. It says, this is that Moses which said unto the children of Israel, a prophet shall the Lord your power raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me, him you shall hear.
Speaking of Yahweh Shai.
This is he that was in the church in the wilderness.
Woo!
With the eight.
Hold on. Hey, there was no big ass building. You know what I'm saying? Joel Osteen type building in the middle of the wilderness, man.
That's it,
Right? We were dwelling in booths. That's what the Feast of Tabernacles is all about, man.
Yep.
We were always constantly on the move for 40 years, man. All right, so the Lord had the Israelites in church in the wilderness, man. So you don't have to go to a building built by Edomites for you to consider me going to church, man. We're having church right here. All right, the Lord said, where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst, man. When we having a godly conversation, we're having church, man. All right, because why? Even if it's this me and this brother, right? The spirit of Yahweh shines the third witness, man. We're having church, man. And Jake don't understand that. Jake think they got to go to a concrete brick and mortar church to get the spirit when actually you're being taught how to commit whoredoms, man.
Yep.
How to be a spiritual whore.
Physically and spiritually.
Yep, exactly.
The men and women are spiritual whores because you're worshiping an idol.
Exactly. Yep.
And then our women become physical whores because they're not there in truth and sincerity. They're here to commit adultery on their own man, sleep with the pastor, sleep with the choir, find a man. All that shit is wicked.
Yeah. Yep, and that's why when you read how you doing, bro? Who's that? Not Hosea. Yeah, Hosea. The Lord had Hosea marry a harlot, man.
Yep.
Representing the whoredoms of the nation of Israel, man.
Yep.
You people on this side. Okay, so this is the Lord showing you in the physical, and you ain't supposed to marry no harlot, man. Even if I'm saying the word, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, man. It's not possible, man. And I learned that shit the hard way. Shit.
Hey, brother, we all.
Yeah.
That's just Jake's lot.
God,
In this wicked ass king.
God. Yep. Look at that, bro. Yeah. That was it on that. Okay, done. You want to bring that the parable out?
This is Luke
Are you good?
chapter 16 and verse 19. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen.
All right, purple and fine linen represents royalty. All right, purple is a royal color. When you go into Numbers, the 15th chapter, and it tells you about wearing fringes on the borders of your garment and with a border of blue. That word blue actually goes back to the word violet. All right, meaning purple. So it's kind of like a mix. It's a little bit darker than this blue right here. I mean, it looks a little bit purple. You know what I'm saying? So when you go back and do your research, it's actually going into a different derivative of purple, a darker purple. You got that?
And fared sumptuously every day.
Meaning live lavishly, meaning live luxuriously. You know, dwelling in yachts. You know, and popping $5,000 bottles of champagne, and that's on the low end. You know, smoking $500 cigars. You know what I'm saying? Plotting against the Israelites.
Yeah.
How we gonna destroy these niggas today? All right. How we gonna how much money we gonna pay these celebrities to continue to make them go off and believe that they're doing the right thing? You know? Keep going, huh?
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus.
He get 1 Samuel 2.
Which
verse 8. Are you good? All right, because that beggar, Lazarus, represents the Israelites, man. And you got something? Yeah, you can jump that.
I got you.
Type in the word beggar, and it's in the apocrypha. You bring that up.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 8. He raiseth up the poor, and he raiseth up the poor out of the dust.
You good, bro? You good? No, you good, bro.
It says, and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill.
See, and that dunghill is the lowest estate, man. A dunghill is a shit pile of shit, man. All right, so the Lord's gonna lift us up, man. That's the condition that Jake is in right now, man.
Exactly, a pile of shit.
It's a pile of hot, steamy shit.
Hot
with a smoke still.
it just came out.
Yep.
A Uzi, you know.
Not the Uzi.
That kind. That's
Yeah.
You know.
And that's the condition that Jake is in, man. Even if you got make six figures, right? Even if you got a corporate job, you still look like a damn big pile of shit in Esau's eyes, man. Cause all you doing is one pink slip away from going back down to the bottom, man.
Yep.
All Esau got to do is say, hey man, you're fired, man. I can find cheaper labor. My buddy needs a job. You know, you're not you're not cutting it, man.
AI replacement.
Yeah. I got somebody that don't call off. You know what I'm saying?
I got somebody that don't need no vacation.
Yeah.
I got somebody that don't have 8 fucking kids.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. Those speaking Ebonics. You know what I'm saying? Ain't trying to cuss everybody out because they got an attitude. You know what I mean? Jake wild, man.
Yep.
Jake is wild, man. Go ahead, all right.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate, full of sores.
You get Isaiah 1 out of the shot?
Yeah.
Bring that out.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, verse 28. My son, lead not a beggar's life, for better is it to die than to beg.
See, and that's our mindset, man. All right, and now what? We're going to die in Yahweh Shai, man. Right? Those that seek to lose their life shall gain. You know, so and what's going to happen, man? When that chip comes out, y'all niggas is going to be begging. Oh, Mr. Master, Mr. Master, not Master, Mr. Master. You know what I'm saying? Can I have, please? You know, you go, chains gonna start miraculously growing off your body and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have them old tatted shirts and shit from the Gucci shirt. You know, it's gonna start changing and shit. That's what's gonna start happening, man. And you're gonna be begging to be able to assimilate yourself into society, man. And we would rather choose that. We would rather get beheaded than take that microchip, man. And Lord willing, the Lord keeps that spirit on us, man. You know? Is that on that? Jump down to 30.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, verse 30. Begging is sweet. Begging is sweet in the mouth of the shameless, but in his belly there shall burn a fire.
You see, you're always gonna be wanted, man. So begging is sweet to somebody that's shameless, man. And you Jakes, especially Eve, man, you're an embarrassment, man, to the Israelite community, man.
Yeah.
You walk around with blonde hair without matching eyebrows, you know.
Black ass.
Yeah, black ass eyebrows and blonde hair, man. Looking like a fool, man. You know? You got women that look like the Michelin Man wearing bodysuits. Man, bro, Eve is wild, bro. Eve is wild. They don't have no shame.
That's
you know,
it, brother.
Shame will put you in your place, man.
Yeah.
You know? But see, shame, but that's what's gonna happen, man. A beggar's lips is you know, it brings shame to you, man.
Like that bitch Lizzo.
Yeah.
She's a fucking shame. She a pig. Okay? And you know why she's so famous? Because she promotes obesity and so-called make it look sexy. She's very proud. She be on stage in swimming suits, okay, showing off nothing but the Michelin look, like the brother just said.
Don't, girl.
That's how you know it's the American dream, because what's funny about that situation is that bitch was
I know.
She was posting body positivity. She was making fashion shit. People in that hour, they said, well, you made me feel good when I was big, but you don't even want to be. Yeah, it's the fucking American. They told her to do that. She's still going. Now she got the money to get herself together. And you dumb fat motherfuckers gonna sit there and now you American dream.
Hey, what's that shot?
Zemnick.
Yeah, man, that's what instead of going out and working for the shit,
Right.
And then yeah, man, it's fucking sorcery, man. Got you eased
That's
on
the sorcerer I was talking about.
Yeah.
Revelation 21.
I was just gonna say now she's just obese.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not morbidly obese anymore.
But now her skin is hanging all down and shit, but she don't have no foundation. You know what I'm saying? So that's the position that Esau has put you in, man. All right, and when this microchip comes out, everybody's gonna be begging, man. Only people that's not gonna be begging is those that's willing to give their life up, man.
I was about to say, woe to them that go down into Egypt.
Yep.
Whoa, definitely.
That's scary.
You going down to Egypt, which even in Revelation, they call it a spiritual Sodom
Yep.
and Egypt. You're going down to Egypt for help, but woe and death to you. If you had any type of fucking faith, you would know that his servants shall eat, they shall rejoice, they shall drink. We ain't got to worry about what we're going to eat. There's so many miracles in the scriptures. The brother was fed by the raven. The man of the bread of angels fell down. There's so many examples of miracles. It's like, what the fuck we got to worry about? You
Plus
either
the
part of
Lord-
the elect or you ain't.
Plus, the Lord said, "My servant shall eat."
Yep.
That's more than enough motivation to serve Yahweh Bashim Shah. He opens your eyes up to the prophecies. You can see America being destroyed. You got a family. Okay, it's time to serve the Lord. He said his servants shall eat. The servants are the men of the Lord. Amos 3 and 6.
Yep.
See? So then all we got to do is have faith in that and build on that. While the rest of you are sitting around here fulfilling your flesh, focused on the bullshit of this world, the dog and pony show, right? And not have an ounce of any spirit in you, any hope. You know, you haven't done anything for your salvation. You just been sown to the flesh. And the scriptures say, what you reap, you sow. That's from the Bible. That's not no some type of white boy theology. That's Yahweh Bashmiel Shah telling you. If I'm giving you liberty. My son died, so I want to see who's going to really seek me. Okay? And so the average so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, they're sowing to their flesh every single day, not knowing the terror of the Lord, man.
Hey, and the Lord said to consider the ravens, man. Do they not eat? And he said, and he let us know, are you not better than these ravens? So we don't have no care for this world, man. Because we know that we're going to be sustained by Yahweh Shah. Take me and he shall sustain. Keep going that parable about the stuff. You had something? All right, man.
Luke 16 and 21. And desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
You see, begging. What happens when brothers? Of course, brothers came up with animals. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have a cat or whatever, but if a dog, you drop something from the table, that dog is right there. You know what I'm saying? And then what's he gonna do? He gonna wait right there for you to drop something again. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jacob's gonna be, man. All right, but Lazarus represents what Jake is doing right now, man. You got that? Yep.
This is Psalms 55 and 22. Cast thy burdens upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee.
See, all our cares is being cast upon Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. Is when it ain't just placed there. When you cast the reel into the water to go fishing, you just don't plop it in there. No, you cast that bitch back. But I used to try to throw that bitch all the way across this motherfucking pond. You know what I'm saying? That's how much we cast all our cares upon Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, man. And now that allows us to focus more in the spirit. You know, now Yahweh Shai said, watch, because the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. You know, unless you fall into what? Temptation, man. Of course we're gonna fall into temptation because we're still in this flesh. But we pray that the Lord doesn't allow us to be engulfed, man.
Right.
That the Lord moves us at the right time, man. You know? What'd you say?
And I'm saying, they say that in the verse, pray that ye enter not into the temptation.
Yep, but deliver from evil. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead,
Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sword.
And you got the Isaiah 1?
Yes.
Yeah, come on, Baba Kashad.
You want to start from the top?
Started like 7.
This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 7. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Your land, strangers devour it in your presence. and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. And the daughters of Zion is left as a cottage in the
No,
vineyard.
try 6. It should be about looking at the sword.
Oh, okay.
You see it?
Yup.
Fine.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 5.
5, yeah.
Why should you be stricken anymore? Ye revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, that they have not been closed,
Yep.
neither bound up, neither modified with ointment.
You see that ointment comes in the form of Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
Okay? Because he's that salve that allows us to put on our wounds, man, to heal us. Right? But that's what the nations our body is full of sores, man. And what has Esau done? He's put these nations to lick the open wound. And when you continuously pick at an open wound, it will never heal, man. You know? You want to say something?
No,
Yeah, kind. So that's the position that we're in right now. Keep going, all right?
Verse 22, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abram's bosom.
Woo, because why? Because we had that promise. And that promise started with Abraham, our forefather, man. Okay? From the fathers of promise. Right? And it was passed down to Isaac, passed down to Jacob, and passed down to his 12 sons, which became the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. All right, so the beggar died and was carried off into Abraham's bosom, man. Meaning he received the promises. Go ahead.
The rich man died also.
He died also, and what happened to that
and
nigga?
was buried.
And he ain't have shit. He's gonna be lying and body decomposing with the worms. You know what I'm saying? Ceremoniously burial. Don't nobody show up. Not even his own people, right? Because why? Because ultimately he's hated, man. You got that.
And in hell he lift up his eyes.
See, hell, and that's spiritually a place of a condition.
right.
You see, this is our hell.
Exactly.
And the Lord is going to make the rich man come into our hell, man. He's going to be in a position of servitude. We're the ones that's going to be clothed in purple and fine linen, all right, and be able to do what the hell we want to do in righteousness. You got it, Doc. You want to say something, Doc?
No, I was just saying, these things that we're saying, it's about to be a paradigm shift. And right now, you know how you had the .com bubble, you had the Bitcoin opportunity to get into Bitcoin. Once it take off, that's it. This is going to be bigger than all that. When the Lord calls you and you receive it, that's because you're allotted for destruction. We're hoping and praying that these spiritual deposits we're making right now is going to make us beyond more wealth than we ever had, because we're going to have protection of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. We're never going to have to run from our enemies again, because our enemies will be under our foot. See,
And that protection, we have that protection now, but it's going to be magnified because we're going to be perfect.
Yep.
You know? You can finish out a little more on that.
Being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom.
Saudi. This is his kingdom, man. This is his glory right here, man. Smog in the air, beat up ass concrete, sirens and shit all over the place, whole bunch of confusion.
Constant crying.
Yep, crying.
No.
This ain't rest, man.
No.
But Jake wants to make this the kingdom of heaven, because the scripture says that they can't see these things afar off, man. You got it out.
And he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus.
Get James. James 2. He that showeth no mercy shall receive no mercy. Hold on 1 second. Whoever get it first.
This James chapter 2, verse 13, for he shall have judgment without mercy that have shewn no mercy, and mercy rejoiceth against judgment.
See, so hey, Esau has showed no mercy, man. All right, so this is why in this parable it's deep. All right, the rich man showed no mercy, man. Because why? The rich man, all that's on his mind is to get richer. All right, go ahead,
Have mercy on me and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue.
You see, send the man that I've been oppressing all this time. Now I see he has the blessing. Hey, send him over here, man. I had this nigga in hardcore oppression. I want him to still help me, to still serve me, because you got to do a physical act to do that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
For I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son.
No, the beggar said that.
Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things.
Esau had the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, and he got that from Yahweh Shai, man, when he was in his previous incarnation as Isaac. So don't cry now, man. You did diddly squat with this, man. All you did was put the children of Israel in oppression, man. You didn't do anything else.
That's it.
Yep.
And likewise, Lazarus, evil thing. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented.
You see, because why? Because Yahweh Shai is a comforter. And he told us in John the 14th chapter that he had to go away so that way he can send the comforter, man. So Yahweh Shai is that comfort. When we read these words, we're comforted, man, because we know what's about to come. And we know that there's somebody's going to make it. You know what I'm saying? And that's comforting to know that we have that chance, man.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, and every one of you niggas that fall out the truth, that's one more step closer for us.
Yep.
That still fight for salvation.
Yep.
You know, especially those who have labored for years, and you put down the plow, water, Yahweh Shem Shai, because that means that brother, myself, and all of us, we moving up in the line. Lord willing, we make it all the way to the end.
Nine.
No?
Anybody have more precepts?
I got one.
Nine.
This is Proverbs chapter 29 and 18. She was just talking about people can't see further than this kingdom, this wicked ass kingdom. So if you can't see the missiles coming, if you can't see the kingdom of heaven, okay, being on earth, okay, ruled by Yahweh Bashem Shai, King David, the 144,000, okay, and the rest of the governing body, then you got no vision. It says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. See? And that's why a lot of you going to perish, because you don't got no vision. You can't, like the brother just said, you can't foresee America being destroyed and the Israelites being on top, ruling forever. You don't even want it. You know? You don't even want to fight for it. You're content with being an abomination, eating pork, all right? Being subject to payments and dying in your sin. Fuck that, man. That shit's whack.
And the Apostle Paul said, "Fight that good fight of faith."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you give up, man, you're weak, man.
Being married to the same woman for 50 fucking years, all right, and have a few children. When the Lord said you have many wives and thousands of children, what's wrong with that?
Jake don't want that.
That's the Lord's will. Don't be saying you love the Lord then if
Jake
you don't want that.
Multiple wives, man.
No.
Jake want one woman, and then when you go mess around with another broad, now your woman is all up in your face. That's the natural instincts of a man, man. Bring it out. We're gonna close out.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 4 and verse 2, and said, Thy heart hath gone too far in this world, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High?
You see, so Jake's mind has gone too far in this world, man. Ultimately, comprehended the ways of the Most High. So Jake would rather be this is why Jeremiah said, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave?" Jake would rather be a slave than to have that rulership mentality, man. To be a king, and we're kings in training, man. We're priests in training. It's all good, bro. Yeah, so Lord willing, this was edifying. All right, we're going to turn to the east, give all honor, glory, and infinite worship to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
give double honors to our apostles, elders, bishops, who are in Millstone, who were well. So let me say, Kwame Sharala.
Kwame Sharala.
Mawaf Mabal, and Shalom.
Shalom.